Alright, Blue Spruce, full disclosure, that's my beer fridge. I don't actually drink that heavily, but I do keep a fair bit of beer in fridges because they run more efficiently when they're full. And so I have beer when I want it. Great video, by the way. You and Same Old G are my favorite musers on all of YouTube. And you asked some excellent questions and tried to answer them for yourself, like why would we force ourselves forward? And you suggested it makes life easier. I hadn't considered that, but you're probably right. You don't have to push yourself, and you don't always have to rise to every occasion that presents itself to you. But if you are ready for it and you do, maybe you'll get a little further at work. Maybe you'll get a little further in your social life, you know? If you're not pushing yourself when you're young and you meet somebody that you're interested in, well, maybe she'd be more interested, or he, depending, might be more interested in the person who has pushed themselves for physical achievements or mental achievements. Maybe they'll have something more interesting to say in conversation, whatever the case might be. So yeah, there's definitely that aspect to it, and that's a great thought that you had on that subject. As for giving into laziness, you absolutely can, and especially as you get older, by all means, you know, people have their retirements and they should enjoy those retirements. And we have time off of work and we should enjoy that time off of work. That doesn't mean we can't kind of combine them sometimes. You know, I'm a physically active person and there are physically active things that I enjoy. I actually do enjoy running. I'll put on an audiobook, and this summer was really hot, so I'd leave at 4 o'clock in the morning or earlier in some cases, run for several hours, watch the sun come up, and then run the rest of the way home. And I really enjoyed that. It made me feel better the entire day. I felt great about myself for doing it as well. So there are ways to do that, but you don't need to go as extreme as I do. I mean, I love kayaking. I took up whitewater the last passing summer, and it's a great workout, but man, is it ever fun. And how much of what we've put ourselves through in the past, whether or not it was difficult or not, to make ourselves better, makes us enjoy what we encounter later in life more. You, for example, come across as somebody who is a good thinker. And what I mean by that is that you're able to really take apart an idea and keep an open mind and really understand it better. And that's not something that comes naturally. Sure, any 13-year-old or drunk person thinks that they can solve all the world's problems, but they probably don't muse as well as you or Same Old G do. And there's a lot of value in that. And you've probably had it help you in some ways. It's probably helped you with your videos, it's helped you probably in your gaming, and maybe even in your work and personal life as well. It probably also wasn't something that came naturally to you. Very few people are really that good at it. You either have to learn it in school or by reading or actually making a conscious effort to do so. But we should try not to move away from the main idea that I wanted to push forward, which was to improve the view that society has on gamers and make it better for all of us. We really need people who do have their lives together and do have a lot going for them to put themselves out there and say, hey, I'm a geek, I'm into these things, and we're not all like that. And I suspect from what I've seen of you that you are somebody who is a fairly well-rounded person and you have a lot going for you. And by making videos on YouTube, you're already kind of taking that step. I think one of your comments indicated that you've been to conventions before. That's another kind of step in that direction. Although it's, how many drops in that Olympic-sized pool kind of a thing. But that's what we need more of. And that's what I'd really like to see more from the world around us, is gamers being seen in a better light everywhere, and people stepping forward and saying, hey, I happen to be a nerd. I'm also a normal person. Anyway, great response. Thank you very much.